Watching KSL, Utah's source for news.
There's a lot of pain, but I think the fact that I'm doing so well, it's tolerable.
Laramie Riggs is home after surviving a horrific crash in Ecuador. The University of Utah student was working as an intern in Ecuador when she nearly lost her life on July 6th. Family members are relieved to have her back.
News specialist Makita is here with us tonight. You talked to her this afternoon. She looks pretty good considering.
She really does, and she has such a marvelous attitude and a great desire to recover. Laramie traveled from Ecuador to Utah by air evac and arrived just after 3 a.m. Saturday. When she reached Intermountain Medical Center, doctors discovered even more injuries. But she and her family members are still amazed and grateful that she survived that bus crash.
I remember getting on the bus, and then I was awake for a little while sitting next to my friend, and then I'm sure I fell asleep for part of the time, and then I remember waking up in a gurney.
U of U student Laramie Riggs survived a bus crash in the early morning hours of July 6th in Ecuador, where she had a summer internship. 7 people were killed. She suffered 7 broken ribs, shattered and cracked vertebrae, and both lungs had collapsed.
Firefighters had to find me in the bus, and they were talking about how much of a miracle that was because my friends were looking for me. And if they would have tried to pull me out, I could be paralyzed or worse.
Doctors here discovered a broken sternum or breastbone and fractured bones in her neck. But Laramie can move her legs and wiggle her toes. A couple of her professors from the U visited her.
When I see her, I feel like I'm seeing a member of my family, and she's getting better and better and better, and that's a miracle. She's talked about miracles today. That's a miracle.
Every gesture is helping her recovery. Her friends and fellow classmates at the U made the floral arrangements with messages of love and hope. Strangers came to the hospital in Ecuador to pray for her.
I was in a foreign country, and nobody knew who I was, yet I had people coming and praying for me, and it was global almost.
Her bright countenance masks the extent of her injuries, but Laramie Riggs is determined.
There's a lot of pain. I have some days where it's just a terrible day, but today's been a good day, so I can't complain.
We did share a laugh in the hospital room when she described her long hair in a braid before the accident and then reaching back to touch it in the hospital, only to learn that when the firefighters cut her clothes off to rescue her, they also had to cut her hair. Laramie's not sure how long she'll be at IMC, but she will go to rehab when she's released.
Wow.
Sounds like a long road ahead. Thanks, Carol.
Well, KSL